Good morning and welcome back. I'm Patrick and we're going to continue working on my 69 Fury today. If you didn't know, in the last video we kind of diagnosed a transmission issue. As far as the backstory in that, a few months ago, this was a daily driver. Coming back from Daytona, the transmission went out. So in the last video we did diagnose that, and I think, well, first let me just say I really appreciate all of the comments and everything from the last video. It was really helpful. Especially from the 4C Bodies only forum. Really appreciate all that detailed information. It gave me a lot to think about. Originally we were thinking about replacing the 904 that's in it now with the overdrive transmission, but now I think we're looking at repairing it. And I've never worked on a transmission before, so I'll definitely take you guys along with me and see how that goes. But it looks like the consensus is the front seal is bad. And considering that could be a pretty minor fix, I'm going to go ahead and attempt it myself. It looks like not only will we replace the front seal, also replace the bushing, and possibly the converter too. But even all of that, is a much simpler repair and get the car on the road faster, I think, than getting a OD from a junkyard, taking a bunch of risk, making a bunch of adjustments, having to get a controller. And all of this. So we're going to just try to fix what we've got and move forward. However, we're going to do a sidetrack today because there's one major issue that I didn't get to take care of the first time around when I got the Fury roadworthy, and that was the motor blower is shot. It doesn't work. I did hook up all the cables and everything inside the car. All the flaps and everything are working. Oh shit. All the flaps and everything are working. But it's getting more heat. There's a lot of heat coming into the cab right now. And I can't close it up. No matter what I do, when you get to 30, 40 miles an hour, that heat just comes into the cab. And I live in Florida. I can't have any more heat. And so what I'm looking to do is pretty much blow this out. Get that new blower motor in there and use that to try to figure out where this extra air is coming from. We'll probably go ahead and repair or replace the heater core that's in it just for good measure. It seems to be working just fine, but mazel. So anyway, that's what we're going to do today, and I always do like to look at the manual and just make sure that I'm not doing extra work here trying to get that out. And it says it's just an easy step. You just have to remove the wheel housing. Oh yeah, except if you look at how to remove the wheel housing, you also have to remove the fenders, the bumper, the hood of course has to come off. So pretty much like from here, like all the way up to here, like all of this here, it's just got to go. You just got to take all this apart. So we're going to give that a try today. We're going to blow this out and try to get to the blower motor. I'm starting early today. I've got a few hours. Probably won't get all the way through it, but let's get a good head start. All right, let's do it. All right, I think we're ready. Figured I'd go ahead and let you guys watch me struggle getting this thing off in real time. Actually went pretty well, and difference between Chevrolets and Mopars is all these are nuts instead of bolts for the fenders, so that's cool. And most of them have these little slots so you can slide them in, you don't have to come all the way out. That's cool. So I'm digging that. Alright, I think this is free. I don't know, I like this one to come off. I feel like I want to lift this over and pull it out like that. That's what I want to do. There's nothing here. This has the slots, so let's pull those nuts off the bottom. Just a minor bit of debris came out of that, you know, this big, that much. Oh yeah, it helps. That's definitely free. Free here. It's this guy. Got a slot, but it's not helping me. Kind of wish that was a bolt. Either one of these could come out, I'd be a lot better off. I'm starting to take back what I said about the bolts. My favorite, but see either one of these go anywhere. I might bend it. I'll put it back, I promise. That's heavy. Are we free though? Alright, let's just see if it'll rest here for a second. What do we hung on, if anything? Nothing there. Nothing there. Hitting on the blower motor. what the actual? It's attached to it somehow. How is that even touching that motor? See how it's moving it? How is that even touching? Aha! Antenna! Forgot about that. There's an antenna wire. Crying out loud. Special keys and stuff. Well, we know it's not going to fall at least. I don't have the right tool, probably. Moving up the program until something works. There we go. For the record, in the manual it didn't say anything about the antenna. Just they're trying to do some universal stuff. They didn't know I was trying to pull the passenger side. That'll probably be easier now. Alright, now just don't touch the car with it. Sure, that's easy. Or the hood, who put that there? It's off! This is busted. I may have broke it, but it's off. Alright, well the fender's off. I'm going to take a look at this motor and figure out where I can disconnect and pull these wires out and tighten up some of these bolts here and put them all back, label it, things of that nature. I'll bring it back when we actually start working on the motor itself. Alright. So I looked in the back there inside to see how I was going to disconnect and pull this through. But after looking at my new motor, I have pretty limited range anyway. So I'm just going to cut it here and pull it out. So let's do that and see what it looks like in there. I had no idea. Very much looks like I'm going to need to source a new heater box. I mean, this thing is destroyed. Maybe that's where my air is coming from. It's just it isn't attached anymore. I don't know. apparently those are hard to find. But all right, well, shoot, that's out. There's really nothing in there. I must have cleaned it from the other side for the most part. So, all right, so be. Did tape it, but still got a little bit of issue on the door there. No big deal. Pretty excited about the bottom though. Looks pretty good. There is some rust on the fender itself, and maybe because it's off, we'll try to fix that. I don't know. But everything else is off. Really didn't give me too much trouble until up there in the front. Just so many things holding the grill and everything else together. But I think I'm going to be able to leave the wheel well on there, so I'm going to do that if possible. And yeah, this is where we're at right now. Alright, I feel like we made it to the goal. We got to the lower motor, got the fender off. It only took a few hours, so pretty excited about that. I think I'm going to call it for this episode. In the next one, probably going to just put the new motor on there, try to run a quick test, and see if we can see anything, feel anything, and get any ideas of where this heat is coming from inside the cabin. But based on what I'm seeing out here, it's all broken up anyway. I might start trying to source some new parts there. And if that's the case, then I think all this stuff is going to come out anyway. So really appreciate you guys watching. Feel free to leave some comments. I do read them. And we'll see you next time.